Have you ever felt like you're wearing a safety mask? Maybe you're hiding behind an Instagrammable, filtered reality of yourself? Or have you ever found that your life has become a curated version of a character that is pretty distant from who the true you is? Hi, I'm Jen, and I've been down that path too. Hi, it's Jen. In fact, at some point in my life, I'd built an entirely disconnected version of myself that on the surface looked, well, perfect. I was working on a TV show that had a massive audience. I had been in a relationship with this tall, rich, handsome hedge fund trader boyfriend who waited for me every night in our Upper West Side penthouse apartment. I took a lot of selfies with celebrities. I wore a leather miniskirt and partied like a rock star, but I was really unhappy. And that was just a filtered version of what I wanted everybody to see. And it wasn't until reality slapped me in the face that I really noticed what I was doing to my life. I've known a lot of accomplished individuals, entrepreneurs, and experts in their fields who seem to portray that perfect image of success. And a lot of them would be in a constant argument with their true selves every single day. It's like an inner battle, knowing that deep down they're not what they really want. They're not showing up like they really know they can. They're not their true selves. And often, it's only when something bad, traumatic, or shocking happens that they'll realize how bad it really is. That's what happened to me. But let me tell you, my friend, there is always a way out. If you are struggling in a place of stuckness, you know stuckness, and feeling disconnected from who you really are and what you really want, I have 3 simple steps to get you back on the road to fulfillment. And dare I say, create a life beyond your wildest dreams, because you deserve that. Step 1 is to reconnect to you. You know, when we're kids, we're our truest selves, right? We aren't conditioned to care what other people think of us yet. When I was little, let me tell you, I was just watching videos of myself when I was little. I was loud and proud. Like, I let my belly hang out. I never brushed my hair. I asked for what I wanted when I wanted it. And I danced and sang on every single stage I could find, even if it was like a picnic table or a blue Fisher-Price table in my basement. And then something changed around middle school. I started to believe that I needed to do whatever it took to fit in with the cool girls in school. This meant kicking that outspoken tomboy Jen to the curb and carefully curating my words, actions, thoughts, and even desires in a way that would be accepted by others. If you have a similar story, don't worry, you are not alone and I am here to help. In fact, get up in the comments and let me know your story so that we can connect. I am living proof that we can reconnect to that fun-loving kid. We can bring that kid back and start living our lives with fulfillment. Here's a few simple tips, okay? First of all, stop shoulding all over yourself. There's no right or wrong way to be you. There's only one way, it's just you. The second you start using the word should, you immediately enter the shame zone. And that takes you further and further and further from the true you. Do us all a favor and remove the word should from your vocabulary and replace it with could. Instead of, I should be doing this, I should be creating this, I should have this job. You say, I could have that job. I could be doing that. I could try that out. And that just empowers you so much more than the word should. Step number 2 is to create a vision of the future you, or what I like to call you 2.0. You ever have that thought where you are like watching someone on TV or maybe you're scrolling social media and you say, oh, wait, that should be me. That should be me. And you start to feel that jealousy or that envy or that feeling of like, oh, in your belly, or it's like, God, why am I not showing up that way? Instead of allowing that envy or that FOMO to take you down the rabbit hole of stuckness, lean into it and be grateful for the person who's making you feel that way. Yes, I did say be grateful for that person. Because guess what? They're showing you what you really desire. And they're also showing you that it is, in fact, possible to have what you want because they're doing it. Are you still sitting there looking at me like a deer in headlights because you have no idea what you actually want? That's okay. First things first, it's okay. Forgive yourself. The first step in connecting with future you, or you 2.0, is coming to that realization. That once you've discovered that this isn't it, you know, this isn't it, this life is not it, you can move forward and figure out what you really, really desire. Here's why the current vision of what you want or what your life should or could look like might be clouded. Enter the peanut gallery, aka the people closest to us or the people that raised us. That awesome Thanksgiving dinner table. Mine kind of sounds like this. Oh, Jenny, you should really try this. Or Jenny, you should really go date someone like this. Or why don't you have that yet? Or why don't you be like this person? Many times we're directed from childhood into a life that other people want for us instead of what we actually want. They aren't trying to harm us, these people that are telling us what we should do or what we could do. In fact, their vision for us is often out of love and wanting us to be our best selves, but it can send us down a slippery slope of a pretty big disconnection from our truth. So how do we disconnect from their version and reconnect with ours? That brings us to step 2, part A. Do a perfect day exercise. This is one of my favorite exercises of all time, okay? I want you to take out a journal and write out what a perfect day would look like if you could have absolutely anything you want in the entire world and no one's opinion mattered. Think about it. What would you be doing from the moment that you wake up to the moment that you go to bed if you could have everything that you desire? Get super detailed. Where would you be living? What would you be doing each hour? How would you feel? Where are you waking up? Who are you talking to? Read it out loud when you're done and highlight the parts that stand out to you. And I'm gonna make another video about what to use those parts for when you go to start setting your goals. But let's go to step 2, part B. Because you're gonna take that perfect day and you're gonna take it on a walk. And you're going to do what I like to call a connection walk. So put on your headphones, put on some music, and go take a walk outside as the person that has the life that you wrote down. I like to, in fact, listen to a song that I would listen to in my childhood because it helps me connect to my inner child when I walk. But I want you to walk and visualize that you have everything that you wrote down. How would you walk as that person? Would you have your shoulders back a little bit more? Would you feel a little bit more confident? Would you feel a little bit more swagger? Walk as if you are walking to that home that you're waking up in your perfect life, that you're walking to that partner that you have, that you embrace and embody all of it in that moment right then and there. That's gonna help you get a lot closer to what it actually feels like to have everything that you really desire. Okay, now here is step 3. Surround yourself with people who get it. Jim Rohn said you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and he is 100% right. Sometimes we have to mute the mics of the people in our lives who just don't get the vision we have and turn up the volume of the people who do. I'm telling you, my friend, my life did not start to change until I started building up my community with people that lifted me up and supported my dreams. In order to meet these people, I had to put myself out there. Let's be real. I had to step outside of my comfort zone in a big way to find those people that lifted me up, my community, my circle, the people I wanted to be like. And in fact, check out my video about the comfort zone for more on that. We'll talk all about how to step outside the comfort zone. But it took a lot of vulnerability. I had to take down that safety mask, and I had to really connect with people as the real me, the messy, imperfect me. And the humans that resonated with that messy, imperfect me are now my ride or die because they love me for me and my truth. Go to events, join virtual groups, join virtual masterminds, go to in-person masterminds. Reach out to people you admire from afar. We have social media now, so it's so much easier to connect with people than it's ever been. And then be vulnerable and open with them. Let them in, show them the real you. These people will be your cheer squad for life, and they will help you reconnect to who you truly are and who you truly want to become and support you along the way. So I hope that you take these steps and reconnect with the real you, boo, because the world needs your gifts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and get up in those comments and let me know what you are creating so we can connect.